Okay, this is number 36. Because 1 and -3 both go evenly into 9, I think the x and y intercepts will be easy to find. The x-intercept, if I let y be 0, would be x equals 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wouldn't have thought that would have been on there, but I guess it was. And if I find the y-intercept, I'll let x be 0, so this term will be 0, and -3y is equal to 9. Y equals -3, so there's my y-intercept. The only reason I did it this way is I think that might have been a little bit faster than solving for y and then slope-intercept. Probably wasn't much faster though. On 38, I don't see any kind of benefit in trying to find the x-intercept and y-intercept, so I'm going to solve it for y and get it in slope-intercept form. I would like to have this 3y on the left, so I'm going to do plus 3y on both sides to get rid of that -3y on the right. Then we're going to -4 on both sides. Then I'll divide by 3. One divided by 3 is 1/3 x, and negative divided by positive is -4/3. -4/3 is the same thing as -1 and 1/3. So my beginning point will be right there, and my slope is positive 1/3. So when I move over 1, it's going up 1/3. Well, that would put me at -1. If I want to exaggerate this where that I can expand it out and see it better, from this point right here, from my beginning point, I could go up 1/3. So that put me here and then over to here. It's no surprise that the points lined up. Pretty flat slope, but that's because it's only going up 1/3 for every input. Not a very rapid increase. Okay, number 40. This one would be a great one to do with transposition, but we've been trying to stay away from transposition a little bit. So I think what I'll do is I'll just divide everything by -1 to get rid of the negative in front of the y. When I do that, I end up with positive 1x. Positive 9 divided by -1 is -9. And negative divided by negative is positive y. Now I'm going to rewrite this so that it looks more like my slope-intercept form. Y is equal to x minus 9. The y-intercept is -9. I'll just move this up a little. Put myself some more marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Way down here. And the slope is positive 1, so it will go up 1/1 each time. Didn't line my points up very good because if my slope was going up by 1, after 9 steps I should have got back to 0. So you can see I didn't do a very good job here getting my points lined up very good. I'll try that again. And now I can connect my dots. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. -9 is the y-intercept, 1 is the slope. It increases by 1 every time. On number 42, I can't solve it for y and get it in slope-intercept form. So because I can't do that, I don't have a slope, and the slope is undefined. This is a vertical line. The vertical line is at x equals 3 over 2, which is the same as 1.5. So I'm going to put a dot at 1.5 on the x-axis, and then I'll draw a vertical line through it. We'll see how good I do here. Well, that's pretty close. .44 is a good example of one that's in standard form and that we might be tempted to try find the intercepts, but this one will be really easy to get into slope-intercept form because all you have to do is subtract 4x from both sides, or add negative 4x. And on the left side we're going to have y equals, on the right side I have negative 4x plus 5. So my y-intercept is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slope is, it's changing by negative 4 each time I go over 1. So down 4 as I go over 1. Draw a line through the points. And we're done. 46 is similar to the ones we were doing earlier that didn't have x's. I will go ahead and solve this for y so that it will be in slope-intercept form. Get y equals 6. The slope is 0. So it's a horizontal line at y equals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's my graph. Some people might shy away from graphing functions a little bit, such as on number 48, but really they're almost always guaranteed to be in slope-intercept form, most of the time. And so, to me, I think they're easy ones to graph. Y-intercept is 2 on this one. The slope is 4 over 3, which is 1 1/3. So when I move over 1, I could go up 1 1/3. But it's going to be easier if I will go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 3, and just connect those dots. Keeps us on the grid points. Okay, on this one, slope is -1. And the y-intercept is 0 because there's no number out here. So, y-intercept is 0. Slope is -1, meaning every time we move over, we're going down 1. Going over, we go down 1. Go over, we go down 1. And there's the graph. 52 is similar to 50. The slope is -2. The y-intercept is 0. So I'm going to begin at 0. And since the slope is -2, I will go down 2 every time I go over 1. So down 2. Down another 2. So I can draw a straight line through those. And there's a graph. On 54, the slope is -3, and the y-intercept is 3/4. Now these with the y-intercept, that's fractions. I've realized that makes it a little more difficult because you're not on the grid points. So you have to just kind of approximate about where 3/4 is. And then the slope is -3, so I will go down 3 from here. Make sure you don't start at 1, don't start at 0, start at 3/4. So there's 1, 2, notice how I'm not actually on the grid mark, 3. And then as I go over 1. there's the graph. Okay, 56 might look a little bit complicated, but it's not. It's actually, you know, still what we have here. Because you don't see an x term, slope is 0, the y-intercept is 3. So I'm going to begin at 3. Since the slope is 0, I know it's horizontal. And this is the same thing as y equals 3. Okay, I'm going to see if I can draw me a horizontal line here. There we go. And that's it for lesson 3.3. I hope these videos help you as you try to work the odds.